Why should the American people vote for you?
Because I will do the best things for our country.
Like what?
I will create jobs.
How do you plan to do that?
We need to vote to create more jobs for police, fire, and construction projects.
But those are government-funded jobs. How will you pay for them?
We will pass legislation to pay for them.
But the money has to come from taxes.
No, we will get it from some other program. We will make up something we think we can save money on, like we expect to save $1 billion on Medicare this year.
How are you going to do that?
We don't really know that, and it doesn't matter. We can just say we are going to do it, submit that to the Congressional Budget Office, and they just have to do the math and tell us it will pay for it. They have no responsibility to actually check and make sure we are going to save that much or anything. As long as it sounds good to the average dumbass and adds up on paper, it's like magic.
But, even if you did save that money to pay for the jobs, the money still ultimately comes from taxes.
What's your next question?
What is your plan for businesses and how to help them grow?
We will lay out a plan that says we are going to cut taxes for small businesses by $200 billion. But in reality, you can only save the money if you are going to hire people you probably don't really need in the first place. So again, on paper it looks like we have done this great thing for small businesses, but it doesn't add a dime to the deficit.
But that won't really help small businesses grow.
Who cares? It sounds good and the press will eat it up.
When it is election time, your opponent will show the results of your programs, rather than the intentions, and make you look like a fool and a liar.
I'm a fool and a liar, so the best I can hope for is they don't do it right, and I come out on top.
What qualifies you to make decisions on the budget anyway?
Once I'm elected, I get to do it.
But you don't actually have experience running a business?
No.
And you don't understand how to read a balance sheet or profit and loss statement?
No.
Then why do you get to make budget decisions?
Because people who are dumber than I am elect me as their leader. That's all the qualification I need.
What about green jobs? How do you intend to pay for those?
We will create incentives for companies to invest in green jobs.
But won't that cost the taxpayers?
Of course, but that is the beautiful thing about taxed money. It comes from someone else, so we do not have to really worry about how we spend it. In the end, the taxpayers pay for everything, but most of them are so stupid they put their idealistic agenda ahead of their financial needs, and they would rather everything sound good in theory than to be proven to work first. If it is done this way, we do not look like greedy bastards by trying to make more profits by growing private companies and giving big bonuses to those that do what is expected of them. If we just waste the money, no one complains as loudly, because it's better for no one to get the money than to let someone invest in their business to ultimately create more jobs. The skewed thought processes of most people is the very reason just a few people own successful businesses and become wealthy, while the rest label them as greedy.
Our country was founded on the ideals of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Don't you think your action strips Americans of that right?
Yes, but they need us to watch over them. If it weren't for the government, the American people would never survive.
Back in my day, we had to actually pay for things with real money. You just live to come up with more ideas on how to screw things up, don't you?
I wouldn't say that, but yes, we do.